With the posturing in tunnels that you can see right now. Rigon is far back, and in comes the first bit of utility. A smoke for the doors and the flash to exit. Zelo playing the tight line, trying to get a couple of shots off before he has to take a dry duel, and now he's under a lot of pressure. Can't hit one shot, and Rigon's P250 will finish him off. And just like that, the B-bomb site is under their control in a 5v4 as well, and there's no kit picked up on the Ecstatic side right now.
Synopsy. Oh no, can't find either. It's not the greatest of ways to start the retake, but from Sky, oh my good god, Ecstatic, they find all the kills and it's all on GXX. The B side was theirs, but now it's the Danes. And with the defuse coming in, it will very much be an Ecstatic pistol round. And now it's their time to run with it. They go for a bit of a half buy here, Bad News Eagles. Synopsy dipping his toes into a Deagle half armor as he fires off the first shot, looking for a second as well. But the P250 of Sineri, hold on a second, with 3 for null on long. The M4 of Manx able to take one with them. The scout as well to fire down. 45 points of health here on the Danish rifler. He'll find the first headshot onto GXX, but a 2 versus 3. And look at this position of...
Yeah, he does get one flat throw, but... yeah, Senna is actually keeping the line right now from T-Spawn. He's trying to fake it out, just trying to waste as much time as possible, and he hits the insta-dink. Dafu, no chance on that one. What a great recovery. Like a Dafu duel to win every day of the week. Now it's all down to Manx. 1v2. He knows where one is, and he knows where the other should be on site. He's locked off that second player from tunnels, up close towards Rigon, but that's a close-range flick, and B&E will hit straight back. Lower, I think... Actually, he's a little bit careful, so they should cover his back. And actually, they lose that duel to Fasher, but there's plenty of rifles still here. Right. Bombs now in CT's control. What's just gone on here?
XX. The other 2 players on rifles, if he can get Dafu gone without taking damage, that's good. Flash going to be lobbed in as well. Synopsy just holding the angle, but Banks will have him covered. The AWP in a 1 versus 2. Molly, oh, it could be good, but no, it lands shallow. First shot, GXX, oh my word, Manx. A tick to the Molly, but the eco success story for Ecstatic. Eagles, on the other hand, starting to struggle. They have got the AKs, utilities okay, the AWPs there as well, but what they've got in the back pocket is pretty concerning. Dafu, he'll get legged down middle though. I think GXX holding around, waiting, unexpectedly staying on the angle. Synopsy, what is that shot?
That's not a duel you expect him to win, and Bird from Sky tries to stick around to get another one, but Rigon will take his head off. So another man advantage for B&E here. Zelo lurking in CT, but if the smokes are deployed correctly, there's not much hope for him in this position. This is sort of an angle where you'd perhaps hope to get one and then maybe play out a 3v3. But
Ecos, you know, nothing more you can do about it. Bomb will detonate, doesn't change the end result of this one. 3 players survived though for the Ecstatic side.
They sort of stamp their name at this sort of level. Zelo has a chance to pick here, but Synopsy close up again, hits a headshot, but this time Dafu answers back with 3 great kills toward mid doors there. Bit of a lineup from B&E, not what they wanted, and Dafu takes advantage of it.
Brilliantly taken care of. On Flatro will spot the Falas of Fasher. It will not stop the bomb making its way towards the A site, but the numbers game certainly should put the seal of approval down to make it a 3-all scoreline. Bomb won't even get planted. Sineri, he'll take a fight, finds the first. Oh, it's messy. It's so messy. Bird from Sky only find a bit of damage taken to him. But
and with pretty low util on Fasher, look at the amount of information he's going to glean. So many players out to a blue box. They're going to have to smoke that one. And now Zelo can advance, but he gets taken down too. But there are still so many rifles here, and Bird from Sky eats up 2. Fasher gets one of his own before Rigon takes his head off. And now, with the recovered AK, this is a winnable clutch, but the CTs are very healthy and have plenty of util to work with, and Rigon only has the flash.
In a 1 versus 2, he definitely can isolate a couple. Look at how many smokes drops on long there are. There's 3 smokes and a molly. 2 mollies, actually.
With the way this site is, and I think he spotted one on the cross there from doors. Head down toward car. Problem is there's incendiary for it, which will mean Rigon has to move, and in the end it's the utility that comes to save Ecstatic.
It's going to sting for them. Flash over the top. Smoke towards CT, and look at this, they're just going to be delayed. The molly's chucked in. from behind, but from Sky. Oh, timing. Rigon will be kicking himself that he didn't pick up on that, and he will fall because of it. GXX responds, and now they're livid because there's a second man behind. Dafu will find one, Fashion a follow-up, and the Orpazzello to claim the last. Ecstatic with a sixth.
A bit longer as well. Dafu on the angle toward window, the very tight line as well, looking to flash for his teammate, and this could work out nicely. Information for Bird from Sky. You can see it through the wall there with our X-ray, and he takes down one Flatro. Another excellent pick from Ecstatic, just using these protocols to great effect right now, flashing for each other, and it's working out really well. Manx will miss that shot with the AWP, but he's supported by Dafu, and that tag that he hit is enough for Dafu to get 2 more kills. Great trades from GXX, but he would need the ace to win this one. And a lurk smoke from Bird from Sky already is making GXX wary of that door play. He is going to be allowed to get the bomb planted, actually. Bird from Sky not pouncing on that, but with an AWP and a 1v3 on the B side, he has to go for an aggressive pick, and Zello's just waiting in CT for that.
As confidence is very, very key for them now. They can continue to run with it as best as they can, doing a brilliant job. B&E, little resistance shown on the C side. It starts getting a little bit worried, if I'm honest.
And maybe going a little bit more aggressive than they were before. It looks like Max could be rammed down toward B, and that's 2 misses, unfortunately, from him. He'll be upset about that. But they haven't smoked the doors yet, and that gives Dafu a chance to respond toward the window, try and molly off Big Box. That should push one Fletcher a little bit closer toward the side. But now with the smokes up, even though Dafu gets that frag through the smoke on Senna, spotting the tracers, I reckon it's going to be quite a hard retake. Look at this utility they're lining up. The jump throw incendiary. Force one Fletcher out the corner, and in they come, but in comes the lineup from Synopsy. Gets both, and now GXX has a 1v1 to play. It's against Dafu. He does have a kit, so he can take his time. Is he aware that he's going back toward the window? He's taking so much time as Dafu. He's looking for it now as GXX. Oh, the timing is unreal. Here's a jump. In comes Dafu, and away he leaps in, catches GXX off guard. Ecstatic really countering this long play very good right now. Look at the amount of utility they're throwing down to deny the advances of B&E. Zello is toward the Gandalf position as well. Should get peaked in a split second. It's going to be a hard shot to hit on the headshot angle. All 4 players are actually there for B&E. They're stacked up on top of each other right now. Not often you see that being so patient, but it's going to work out for them. GXX gets both, and he's looking for the duel towards short as well. Helped out by Synopsy. Great stuff from B&E. That's the teamwork we want to see. All 4 together. They've done so much damage to Manx on the secondary AWP. Regon will push him down. And Dafu is left wondering.
Rounds 9-6 at the half is definitely still something that Ecstatic can work with. They're looking good on Dust 2 as of right now.
Synopsy down immediately, and Manx has full control of the B tunnels here, and that is where B&E are lurking back in. He peeks up for a second. He's even got help from Dafu as that smoke is in. Manx is full blind with that. But they can both fall away with this 2-man advantage now, and Dafu even sticks around as he hears Regon.
The promise has been so good for them. Manx will find Scenarium with that. There's 1 man for the job. It's GXX against 5. And I do not see this one happening whatsoever. Missed shot with the AWP, and he'll get closed in upon. Ecstatic 10.
Works out better for them, but with 30 seconds to go, it's going to be a short play. In come the smokes, and Retro, they're about to push through elbow.
Zello with the AWP, though, on this angle. They've got to be careful. And the AWP shot, of course, it connects. Why wouldn't it? Second with the M4. It's a double, in fact, for Bird from Sky. Juan Flatro and GXX left alone. And, well, you're going to be asking for a lot here, aren't you, if you want them to be winning this round. Juan Flatro will find one, but with 7 seconds left, the bomb is dropped. And GXX, 4 seconds. He'll go down to Dafu. 11-4, Ecstatic. A brilliant start to the B&E map pick. Find out if they can close it out after this.
Those rounds on the board, at least they now have a chance at CT to, even if they can't win this map, perhaps build up some confidence, and already they're starting off in a great fashion. One Fletcher with 3 kills, could even make it more, but in the end, Bird from Sky and Zello get the 2 trades. That keeps this pistol round interesting, especially the fact that Ecstatic have all the utility still available. Bird from Sky has 2 flashes and a smoke. Zello has the Molotov and the smoke of his own. That will, the Molly will try. Oh my goodness, I was about to say might push Synopsy away from Car, but Senna and
play towards B. A Molly dropped in. Synopsy He could be in for one hell of a time with this MP9, or he could get absolutely deleted. Through the molly goes the T players of Ecstatic, but Rigon with a double. Don't wait for the door smoke either, as Rigon will find a hat trick. Rigon looking for 4, Zello will deny. Bomb picked up at least, MP9 in his pocket as well. Fasher, low HP out towards A. More problems for Zello here as he right-clicks the smoke. Trying to bait in these BNE players. He's just waiting, buying time. Fasher, eyes on one, sees the second, but Juan Flatro will spot him as he turns around. And Zello now left alone in a 1 versus 3.
Yeah, not much hope in this one with just the MP9 can get rushed on. Actually, they don't spot him immediately, but in the end they take him down and survive with all 3. That's a good bomb plant for Ecstatic considering as well. He's getting some confidence now on the board for him, up to 9 kills with that 4K in the previous. You have to try and deny this long play. Juan Flatcher, we saw him get a beautiful play with the M4A4 just the other day on this map. And Fasher is not having the best of luck in this game. He's spraying a smoke, and I think a stray bullet has taken his teammate Daffer out, which is not the best situation. And now Rigon is getting reflashed in toward long. They're going for a triple retake again, and it's working out. GXX gets 2, Celery gets the last, and just like that, they're looking to try and win out this round. But Bird from Sky stays up on 2 health.
Whalers in the background. Hyping this one up as good as it gets. Synopsy making his way on the angle. Oh my god, Bird from Sky.
Okay.
What a shot that was!
I mean, we were playing the 1v1 camera. It's always fun to see how those 1v1s pan out when we have our... Oh, that's unlucky, Fasher. What are you shooting over there for, Fasher? Question mark? You're not even shooting the smoke. Come on, Fasher, clue in, as my friend would say. Like one of my casting colleagues would say. He needs to clue in there. But here's... Now, they're looking pretty solid right now. Another opening pick in this one. Seems like they found the clue. Now we're going in toward long. Oh, it's going to be a round where we take a dry duel towards CT. It is going to be one of those rounds, and Bird from Sky wins his duel toward GXX. Juan Flatchu trying to help out, but that is the one thing I really enjoy, Retro. Obviously, everyone knows the double cross smoke stalls, and he's kept himself alive consistently. Rigon toward mid, trying to defend this to B-split coming in, and he's doing a great job. Juan Flatcher even spraying through that smoke, actually getting an extra kill. And this flash from GXX could send him in for more. In comes Bird from Sky, but Synopsy holds firm. And Juan Flatcher will get one more on towards Zello. It's all down to Dafu. 24 and 10 in this map so far, and he make that 25. No. Now a 1v2. He does have the ball on his back. 25 seconds to go, and Senna's actually quite a long way away from this one. Dafu, if he can isolate one more of these duels here, he could have a chance. But he's let Senna advance a bit closer. And in they come. That should deny it. And yeah, in the end, the fake plant is kind of what deals with Dafu. So Ecstatic, they're not going into the place that might be best they might prefer, but it doesn't matter when you hit shots like that. Goodness me. Senna are given no chance whatsoever. GXX now stuck behind the molly on short, and in a 2v4 retake with not much money in the bank, I think you have to save here.
Yeah, surely. It's got to be, doesn't it? I don't think that they're going to be in a position where they can afford to, you know, even throw together the chance to take this round back from them. 2v4 here in the jump, maybe. Synopsy will fall. GXX with the AWP.
Retro is that Fasher, the man we both bigged up before this series got underway, is nowhere. He's basically includes that team kill as well that he got. Synopsy trying to counter this boosted up AWP with the scout of his own, and he does manage it with a lovely shot to remove Zello. But there's still a long way to go. They're going in toward B. Synopsy getting more shots with the scout right now. What is it with these scout plays whenever I cast Republeague? Unbelievable from Synopsy. We saw it from Zello the other day. Now we've seen it from the Synopsy scout. And just like that, in a matter of seconds, Retro.
Static. Made it a little bit harder by the scout of Mr. Synopsy. Brilliant second shot there. And oh my word.
Tasty.
Brilliant. Brilliant. What
damage. Look at the nade damage. Dafu, Manx and Zello all taking a significant chunk there. Not a single one of them is above 57 health. And there are so many CTs here to defend this one. Rigon holding the tight line. Zello's going to miss his shot as well. But he doesn't get punished for it. But look at Rigon. He's creeping up with Senna right now. And even that little boost near to the site only gets a 1-for-1 for both Max and Dafu. Now it's all down to Zello. Does get one. Oh, so close to the flick. Shots are being missed right now from Rigon. How on earth is that one panned out for so long? In the end, he recovers. Making pick for Ecstatic, just 4 away now from this map. Look at Flatro though, he doesn't give a damn. He's working his way up close to the smoke, and he's making a play right now with only 35 seconds left in the round. This could be absolutely genius. How many does he get? 1, 2, almost 3. So much damage done. Even has time to switch to the AK. And look at the HP on Fasher. That's why he goes in for more, but Zello stops him. 3v3. 2 of these T players incredibly low. More utility coming in. Manx is now 2 health.
Fasher, oh, got to be careful not to overstay his welcome. An AWP will be saved. Ecstatic 15. Bad News Eagles 13.
Keeping them with guns as well. Oh my goodness, they're barreling toward B. They're not stopping. Retro, they're not stopping. They've missed his shot, but it doesn't matter. There's rifle support, but Rigon still gets 2. Big hold from him. But the problem is the B site's taken.
Double doors, BNE. They're going to be going for the retake. It's all out. That molly hasn't reached the back corner, though, and it still hasn't. Dafu will remain alive, and he'll be undetected. No, it burns at the last second. Now down to 2. Bird from Sky. He's the only man left. He's got the AWP. Scenari to take him down. They've got kits. They've got time, and BNE to push us to a full 30.
Doing very well at building into this CT half. That's a big miss from GXX. Now the flashes are going to force them away. Everyone's very, very blind. Constant pop flashes coming in, and in goes Sereni. Oh, that's maybe a little bit aggressive at such a late stage of the game, but there are so many players here, but Flatcho can't hit his shots. There are still 2 players here, though. GXX and Synopsy, but all the kills are coming in. 2v3. How does GXX get away from this one? He does! What a frag toward Manx. And after all that, it recovers it into a 2v2, but
with the utility pouring on out, the clicks of the scopes will be heard. Zello will fire off. It's the first kill for Dafu. Rigon, he'll find one more. Deagle drawn out as he spots the arm of Zello. Fires off again. A nade to close in the gap. And now it's only 2 shots with the Deagle required. But Rigon does it with 1. So indeed, because we go to overtime.
What a frag from Rigon. I can imagine the cheering going on in the comms right now. That must have been such a huge explosion. This side play from Ecstatic is looking a little bit rough right now. Dafu's on his own towards short. And he has 2 players to hold him, but unfortunately GXX is going to get caught. Now Senna has to turn his attention to long. Zello is here, along with Senna. That's a really good frag on the swing, but Manx and Fasher will answer back. Now it's Flatcho from Gandalf, and a big flank coming in from Synopsy. He spots one, but doesn't see the player car. Doesn't react to it quick enough, but he still wins the duel, and in comes Flatcho. That's the bomb on the side, and he even jumps up to take Fasher in CT. Flatcho doesn't give a damn. He's to continue on their CT side and possibly build up even more rounds, and that's another duel 1 toward Fasher. Still double digits on the board for Fasher in this game, and that's a lovely tap from Flatcho. Again, gets himself 3 kills. Flatcho's multi-frags continues to come in. Absolutely impossible to stop. Finally, Daffy will put an end to it, but it's a 1v4 in total, and Rigon will rip his head off with the AWP through the edge of doors.
King on Mirage, last time these guys played. And he definitely does live up to that name once more. Juan Flatro can shoot heads and have cool hair. Proof that you can do it all in life, kids. Great shot from Rigon as well.
Mollies and flashes will come in for this one. GXX might have to be forced away, and he will. That smoke will come in from a teammate rather than him deploying his own, and they will jump into pit, but from this guy gets caught. GXX can spot it. Lots of space in the smoke, but he gets a second. How's he managed that one then?
GXX just continues to fire through, now tucked away in the corner, not allowing any utility to try and take him down, and the rest of the teammates swing out towards long. They're comfortable with him on map 1. It's all changing now. Scenari with a 3rd. The 4th kill going to be laboured from Juan Flatro. He can't find any more. The AWP of GXX certainly does. And now the AK of Daffy, who has had a cracking game so far. He'll only find the 1. All 3 rounds on the CT side taken by BNE. It's map points to the Eagles. 3 tries to do it.
Again, and he gets away. Wow.
Into the night, Synopsy will slip away, GXX finding Zello, and it might just be the beginning of the end. Bird from Sky, Manx and Dafu with it all to do, but Bird from Sky, the IGL shows up, down to 3, Bad News Eagles stands, Synopsy low HP, but it doesn't stop Juan Flatro from finding his 25th kill, and he's not done just yet. Underneath the smoke lies Dafu, and it's all on Manx. The Dutchman, or rather not the Dutchman, the Dane needs to do it all. Surely Juan Flatro would hear the steps, the AWP's position, the nade to be launched in. One Flatro will face Max with the first. Low HP, but one Flatro has it covered. 27 kills, and Bad News Eagles take Dust 2. Map 2, it's their pick of Vertigo. Bad News Eagles, a decent run of form on this map during the major, but against Ecstatic it has been pretty sour. But to begin with, one Flatro and Rigon both with kills. One Flatro in fact to double up, and just like that, Zello and Dafu left in the 2-on-4 to fight for their lives. It's Utility and Kevlar, and the Rifleman dropped. It's Dafu, the big brain, left to do it all. A ramp stack, and Ecstatic walked right into it.
If there was ever a more unwinnable round in Counter-Strike history, I think it's that one. They'll be confident in this map, just will they be confident in themselves after Dust 2?
Something I did want to bring up as well, right, for BNE, although... Okay, hold on, I'll hold that thought for just a second, because there has been a couple of kills going in the way of the T side. Bon Flatro's body could get a bit scary, Rigon. That is filthy, sickening. With this rifle, a second kill could be coming in. Yes, indeed. GXX will tear the head off of Manx, and there we have it, right back to normal. That is clinical from Rigon, though. That first shot is disgusting. Holy, what a shot. What a shot indeed. And while GXX will find the last, you cannot discount them out of this round. Bad News Eagles in a pretty good position right now in terms of scoreline, but this round specifically, things do get difficult. Cineri will find 2, wall bang down, GXX to respond. This is a 2v2. Ecstatic, they've fallen by the wayside, turned right around with 14 seconds left. Fasher's on the wrong side of the map. This is a save call. BNE have just stolen that round away from the Danes. What is that?
Just like that. Just like that. Low HP coming back to bite Ecstatic in that situation. And in the end, they actually go toward B, which is what I didn't expect from that situation.
Whilst they have themselves a one-man advantage and a 4-0 scoreline, you can never get too complacent with this team. Bird from Sky, he loves orchestrating the members. It's like watching a game of chess with him in this map. He just knows what he's doing. And Fasher will hit the kill feed for a first. The M4A4 of one Flatro, good for a bit of damage, plus the 1. Manx and Zello both with kills. GXX, 1 before the nade implodes, and now Cineri left in a 1 versus 2. He's had a pretty quiet game so far. Second to bottom on the kills so far himself. Flash chucked in, Cineri turns away. Looks back in towards the sandbag. Zello positioned with the AK. Cineri edging out, using the boxes as a bit of cover. He has a kit, but no smoke, which means he's going to have to dry face. As soon as he taps, he goes for a stick. 3 seconds, but Zello will have his head taken off. And now they disrupt. In fact, a year ago when we were looking at a Limby Vikings name. Yeah,
yes.
A bit of a throwback for everyone. Where were they? In the slums. Now, they're one of the faces that we share in the promises of Tier 2. But a promise turned into demands. Rigon holds Fasher and Bird from Sky hostage, and he'll execute the entries towards ramp.
That was a brilliant spray control from Rigon, considering he has to transfer to such a tight angle as well. Only the head exposed, and he hits all the shots, and Rigon's going in for more. Goodness me, that was wild. If Zello missed that shot, he could have been on for a 4K there, Rigon. And there's so much damage being done. There's no way in here for Ecstatic. All 4 players are around this angle. Zello, we've seen him pull off some ridiculous clutches on the A site before, and he's picked off 2 already, but only 26 health. Going for a quick no-scope up close. Actually gets it, but in the end, he can't switch around to Connector in time. Zello almost does it again. Very smart. Now it's a 3v5 for BNE, and only Synopsy to defend the A bomb site. Probably no way in unless he can somehow get a couple of kills here. Bomb will go down. Mac 10 and Bird from Sky will advance a little bit further, but Zello's holding that line towards CT. Perfect line to hold. Big flash comes in, and Thatcher, as he advances through that smoke, can't really see too much. He, at the moment, Zello, not only does he have 12 kills on the board so far as they hunt down GXX's AWP, we're going to try and take this out of enemy hands. That damage on the previous round is huge. Look at the money on BNE.
You know, Dust 2 had an incredible game. Here on Vertigo, it's been a little quieter, but how many 5-on-4s has this man found so far on Vertigo? You got to wonder, think to yourself, how well is he doing? To be fair, that was his first opening duel to go his way, but he's found a lot of space for this T side. Zello to find the follow-up as well. One Flatcher out of the round. Down to 3, Synopsy patiently waits behind the Molotov. Bird from Sky and Manx both to face in. The flashbang from Dafu is perfect. Nice shot from Rigon to find the first. Still plenty more souls to collect here on this A site. Bomb picked up by Bird from Sky. Try and plant it. 2 magazines left for both players as the spam continues through the smokes. Rigon. Oh, Rigon!
Oh.
You'll find the transfer to Bird from Sky as well. With 6 bullets left, he leaps towards the headshot angle and has a look towards Sandbag. Zello dinked up, and Rigon knows that he dinked him from earlier on. Manx is going to be here for supportive pressure as another dink to come in, but Zello has the second. And with 16 HP combined, the 2v2 goes Ecstatic's way.
T-half coming in here. It's a boost toward B. Look where Senna is. Flash coming in. Will he spot him first? He does. How many more can he get? It makes it a second, and that will force Bird from Sky to go for the duel, and he will find a way to take him down, but B&E still have that one.
The map. Look for a way in. Rigon, he'll find himself the third. Very nicely taken care of. Zello and Dafu both finding kills. Now we're 2 versus 2 here, Travis. They've got to be careful because how quickly this one turns south if they're not cautious enough. GXX with the AWP. Missed shot. Dafu's taking him down. Now it's one flat row left.
But Zello is about to go and check it. He's coming up past the sandbag. How far does Zello peek? That's how far. But in the end, he gets pounced on, looking for the reface. Maybe expecting him next to the yellow tarp there. But Dafu once again multi-frags in this series. Actually, could still get a frag in the back here. So much presence being shown on the A site anyway. One Flatro on the default position, and in comes that flank. Rigon, super smart. Takes Zello. That removes the AWP from the action. And Synopsy getting his frag as well might give One Flatro and Senna a chance to push forward. That's a really smart play, actually. Even though they did a little bit of team damage, I think that was used to mask the footsteps.
Synopsy. He's still having a little look. Spammed. Yes, indeed. Synopsy finds it through the wall. Oh, it's brilliant. Very, very nicely done. One Flatro with another. Dafu, 1 versus 4 for the Rifleman. With everything to do in this round, he will find the first, but the second hurdle is Rigon through the wall. Bad News Eagles 7, Ecstatic 8. We go to the halftime break. Can Bad News Eagles make it a 2-0? Find out after this.
Teams we've got in Group B to come up in about a week's time after this. Likes of NIP and Fnatic, of course. Rigon gets the opening towards Zello's dual Berettas. Bird from Sky will advance further, and he'll pick up those dualies, actually. And he's doing so much work with them. That's 3 for Bird from Sky again. But in the end, he's under a lot of pressure from GXX, and he takes him out. 1v1 now. Manx has to trade it. He's out of bullets, and in the end, that's what wins Ecstatic the pistol. How close was that for GXX?
Not anymore. I don't know. I think I'm just being stupid, but it just, I don't know, foreign to me it seems. As Manx, he'll find the first. Dafu will find the second. Manx whips out the dualies. 2 guns better than 1, but for Synopsy, his Tech 9 will best him in the fight, but left with low HP. The MP9 of Zello available to collect the remaining couples. Synopsy gonna get swarmed from every angle, and Zello's MP9 will indeed find the second. B&E 7.
B now. Manx coming in from window to try and help out, but incredibly, Ecstatic have actually left the bomb site open. Flasher going in super aggressively, but Synopsy just holding everyone at bay right now. And despite that spray from Dafu, Rigon's going to trade that as he edges toward the edge of the grate. The edge of the grate. That's a tongue twister. It should force Ecstatic away to save.
They will have to do exactly that. Oh, and a great shot from Rigon. Brilliant shot from Rigon there. Looking confident. Nicely done from Zello. Into round number 20. Yep. The money consequence for Ecstatic, having lost so many weapons on the eco for B&E. Wondering what their buy is going to shape up to be in this round. Are we going to see Famasses, or is it just going to be a full eco? Oh my goodness. Good God, Rigon.
What the hell? I didn't, as you say. What a way to do it. I hope we get to see that from Zello's POV. We all know the production is superb for Republeague, so I'm looking forward to seeing that one. Great trades from Fasher in this round as well. Gets a free AK upgrade, and it even finishes it off. Fasher is now in the series.
Although hasn't done a lot of damage to one person, it's all little bits that add up. It's Bad News Eagles. They're not going to slow down. They're going to try and head towards the site. Rigon will get the deagle to Dafu. Bird from Sky will take down the... There's the Eagle King himself, as one Flatro will find one more. 3 versus 3. 2 guns that could be retrieved, but bring everyone back around. The AWP spotted, dinked, down. Synopsy now in the back lines. Won't expect them to be so close, but he knows that both players are there. And Scenari with a Tech 9 up close could cause more problems as the utility starts to drop on in. One Flatro nowhere to be seen, and he will be needed to come alive. But you wouldn't expect another player to go on a flank. Surely not if you're Manx. And I said this round was too far gone. Finding themselves some gold and silverware here and there. We'll see got themselves a place in the Republeague close qualifier, but in 2022, so far this year, we are yet to see them win an event. They got second in the Thunder Pick Bitcoin series. Could this be their first event breakthrough? So far, so good on the full buy. I've been blabbling on. GXX will find one, but he's still got another three to find here. BNE.
Fasher with two again. GXX will get caught out as well on the Manx off angle, so that's going to settle Ecstatic down a little bit on the classic old Vertigo. Oh, I'll tell you what, though, I'll tell you who's not running anymore. It's Manx, and Dafu isn't either. Rigon is on a tear in this round, and Zello can't trade either. And look at this, Rigon's just holding W. Holding W like we know he loves to do, and he gets himself 3 kills from it. Insta trade from Flatro.
And of course, it's back and forth tit-for-tat action that we're seeing with Ecstatic full buys and BNE ecos and full buys. It only harms that CT economy even further. Commit, but 4 Ecstatic players lie towards A. This is a stack like no other. Gamble to the extreme. And while the peak is in and the Famasses do everything as Scenari. He dies with a nade in his hand and that'll blow one Flatro up. Zello will find the last, and with that, Ecstatic to 40.
Zello toward Gap, looking for the duel, and he takes Scenari out with that Gap over the top of the smoke. And look at the health on Flatro as well. Nice advance up using the headshot angle, but the Molotov spreads. And Bird from Sky will burn into a crisp. So 4v3, man advantage intact. GXX needs to win this duel, but it's hard to face Zello, as you can see. Ecstatic on the edge of another lead, and Zello will even make it 3. Great hold from him again. Rigon
picks up the bomb, 24 seconds left. Holds the shift key, he'll move back towards lane. Ecstatic. Not quite sure of his location just yet. Dafu will swing in with the AK in his hands though, and with that it's 15. It's map point Ecstatic.
Can they finish it off?
Fasher, he'll fall. One Flatro to find the first kill. Hopefully gives up the AK to a teammate with a little bit more HP. He'll have to now as he's gone. Bird from Sky to collect a double. Zello with the last. And with Synopsy in a 1 versus 4. His position compromised and the bomb nowhere to be seen. Gets a top 4. As Synopsy patiently waits. Zello's orb will fire away. Dafu laboured spam, but there's just too many bodies on the line. And with that, Ecstatic, they'll take us to nuke.
Flatro out here with Rigon. It's a double P250 actually for this one, and in the meantime they're going to take the A-bomb side.
Flooding at the masses, Rigon's P250 to find the first. Fash's USP will find the second. Rigon tapping away, trying to find the mark as he's impeded upon the Ecstatic players to close the gap. But there's one thing you don't want to do, and that is close the range in when you have USPs. Fash are going to be doing exactly that in the body spam. It'll be enough to take him down. Down to 3. GXX will find 1. Lurking in and around ramp here, Ecstatic. Are they committing towards the B site here? I don't know what the game plan is. No. No. The bomb's planted on A. They've gone towards B. That's the worst possible start for Ecstatic.
They think it's B. I don't believe it. What? What? Guys, why are you putting smokes down on B? Why? I'm speechless. I'm actually speechless about what I've just... I mean, there was a low chance of them winning that anyway. You're walking into Max's 5-7 toward ramp. All 4 actually are going to be going toward this. It's a bit of an off angle. They might bait it in because of Zello's scout. More shots being shot off, and there we go. Max has a chance. Gets 1. More damage done as well, but now we'll have to fall away. Zello gets taken out, and he's actually managed to fall away with all of his health intact as well. There's more damage. 5-7 close range is an instant headshot, and he gets himself 3 kills from that. Insane hold, and GXX is left in a 1v3.
Brilliantly done from Manx, and now of course, as you said, left to the Orpa of Bad News Eagles, this time with an AK in his hands and with his back turned to Medi. Bird from Sky will blast him down.
It's a really important one at that as well. So it's still a 4v4 with pressure, and Rigon, his deagle is again hitting shots. Oh my goodness. Flatcher's doing it again. And now they need to recover a 2v4. Fasher gets 1, but they're going to have a free B bomb site here.
Unreal. Fasher and Dafu now. They'll go to the right side this time. Door swung open, bomb dropped. Brilliant from Fasher. Just on the timing, he finds the mark. Bomb will be collected. 1 Flatro to punch in the digits. Out from single will swing the door open. And Scenario in a 1 versus 2 has already found 1 with the deagle. Trying to make it a second as he dances on the rafters. But Dafu will have him covered. It's 4 casualties in a bomb plant.
We'll get 1 on the defense toward door, which is good. But Rigon's creeping in. And Dafu might not have necessarily got the timing here. Fortunately for Rigon, Zello still has eyes on it from heaven. So 5v3 again. Manx's aggression toward ramp will get punished, but he does hit a dink. So it's still very difficult for B&E to get in here.
Fasher, he'll find another. GXX and Scenari now left to do it all. The higher HP player taken out.
So really important. Both this guy chasing down Celery here, playing with the ladder. I mean, it's only one bullet either which way of it, and yeah, he's going to jump up and take him down, and I think this, and how do they counter Zello's aggression? Look at this. 2 rifles and Zello outside right now. Both of them will get removed, but that baits Zello in, and Fasher is still here. They don't expect 2. You never expect 2, and Fasher gets both of them. Can you believe it? GXX and Fletcher now left wondering, well...
Surely, right? Dropping away. Oh, don't do it, Fasher. Don't you dare do it, Fasher. Brings out the knife. GXX stabbed to death. And Flatro left in a 1 versus 4. AK in his pocket. 45 seconds left. And that is a man. The face of a defeated man. There's Ecstatic. They have themselves a 5-round lead. 6-1 the scoreline. Manx to close out the last 4 survive. Ecstatic's money continuing to prosper.
As soon as Manx or Zello shoots a bullet, the second one will peak, and that is unfortunate for Synopsy. It looks like he wanted to check that, but Manx will get it, but he won't get away. He runs straight rather than to the right, and that means he gets taken down, and because of that, they can explode toward ramp. And with that posturing they had outside, it's too much for Ecstatic to handle. So Dafu will get found as well by GXX.
Looking to make the shooter part of the FPS saying a very quick reality for Manx. Up close, 5-7. First headshot found. Gun down in the back by Synopsy. A bit disrespectful, but it had to be done. And well, here we go, continuing on. Fasher will find the second, and the resistance being shown right now. It's a 2v2, a force investment, an AWP and an M4A1S, and the AWP will claim another. Fasher with the last, and Ecstatic 7-3.
None of them have any cash built up. Dafu toward outside, sees the smoke being thrown in, so he'll have to give that a shoot through. Traces, of course, with the silenced M4, so that's why it's probably the most powerful gun in the game right now. But Ecstatic are happy to give up the A-bomb site and go for a full 5-man retake here. Both of these guys already pushed all the way through outside to the big flank. And now Zello will make his way up toward heaven. From Sky coming through door, being checked by Synopsy, but I think Synopsy might have had a grey screen there. That smoke did not help him at all. Good pick back for Both from Sky. Now there's just 3 players left, and Manx is directly above Rigon. GXX will get 1, but he realises that there's no point chucking away his AWP here. 1 kill is enough, and he is out of there.
From Sky holding Fasher on site as well. Synopsy and Scenari peek in, and both kills come in, and the bomb's left up in heaven. No chance that Flatro can find this round as he runs into the jaws of Dafu.
Known for their explosive plays and their quick rounds. We've seen them do that already toward ramp and toward the A-bomb site. But this time they tried something different. They tried a slower play, and with those outside smokes, they have a chance to get themselves in toward garage.
The ordinary here for B&E, but they are just going to try and make this an A play.
Yeah, they will, and Dafu, he holds down mouse 1 for both kills as well. Fasher bails him out as he crosses back toward the site, and just like that, it all falls apart again. Put up a good fight so far today, but maybe they've met their match now on Nuke. Fasher will get another free kill in the side as well.
We're going to win this, no problems at all. Did Bird from Sky just molly himself, by the way? What's this game? What's happening? Bird from Sky's now team. They've gone straight. I don't even know. This is the most comedic round of Counter-Strike we'll watch it, but it's going to end in a B&E fourth by the looks of things. GXX will find the last, and with that, it is an 11-4 scoreline. We head to a break. B&E, a big recovery for their CT side. I think it's the upper play, but no, it's towards lower that they head towards. Fasher won't even get the kill. It's Rigon, in fact, to find a double as he finds Fasher's head. Zello and Dafu both with kills, though. A 3 versus 2 man advantage for the T side. The bomb will get set down. GXX looks for heroics as he finds the first headshot. Now it's on Scenari. Isolating this fight with Zello could be important. Tap away, but he's got a kit and a smoke. He knows his life's better used if he can try and find a defuse. And he'll do exactly that. Stick on top of the bomb. No, it's actually attack. This time it's a stick. Door swung open. They won't know that this is going to be a 5 seconds. But Zello finds it anyway. Kit picks up by GXX. He'll tap it again. Zello swings open the door. GXX has it covered. And B&E, it's a sloppy round, but they have their 5th.
From running, they know how critical it is. That's why GXX got the AWP out so quickly, so early on. And he hits a nice shot toward Bird from Sky as well. Can he grab the leg of Zello? He can. And Seneri and Wanflatchu take up the last 2. The force buy is unsuccessful for Ecstatic, and that puts B&E in that spot you mentioned, Retro. I didn't have any idea. I think he knows he's bypassed 1, and that's the flag that GXX will take. But they're going to have no clue at all that Rigon is here. This is round over. He's going to get 2 kills in the back here. He spots the bomb anyway. This is a B&E round, and they don't even know it's over yet. There's 1, and now Dafu must be wondering what on earth has just happened. Takes a dink. Still gets the kill, but he'll be spammed down by Wanflatchu, and just like that, 1 decision made outside, but they will be smoked off. There's a big gap in it, so they might want to go through it, and there we go. Snopsy might be in a bit of trouble now. Gets 1, switches for 2, almost makes it 3. Great damage on the 3rd of Zello. But Rigon looking to fall down and maybe trade that low HP player. We'll get punished by Manx, so it's going to be all on Seneri and Wanflatchu here, and they can only get the 1 for 1. This is where Seneri needs to pounce. Can't afford to go down with nothing here. And that's a big miss from GXX. Oh no, they can now just give this one up. Straight toward A it will go. And Seneri must be wondering, oh no, what's just happened here?
Oh, that's so not good, is it? That's so not good.
Yeah, Seneri might be able to get 1 as they fall away here, but it is being looked at by Dafu, and yeah, so he takes that 1 kill. 35 seconds to go. I think you probably want to take the loss bonus here if you're Ecstatic, because you can't really buy next round. Fasha, oh, the timing for Synopsy, that's awful. Right. That's Fasha's 20th kill. Seneri needs to show up, and he does get the 1. I think that should be enough because the rotations are coming in. He's wasted enough time. That's a really good job, actually. Dafu, I think, can plant. And, oh my goodness, Fasha is on a tear again. 3 kills to him in this round, even looking for the ace, possibly. And Dafu, what was that? What on earth was that from Dafu? Now he's got a 1v1 to play out, and he hits the last as well. What was that shot from Dafu on Flatro?
He just hits. This first shot through the door. Good night. No way you're beating that one. Seneri, very nicely taken care of. I just care about this last kill. The last 2, in fact. Do we see it? Oh my god.
He just guessed. The other 2 coming in on Fasha and Dafu. Good shoulder peek from Flatcho. He now fall away off the back of that, but the flash is brilliant. That's some quality aggression from Flatcho, and he actually sticks around for more. Takes Fasha, but only 1. Snopsy burnt out of vents. Oh, he's so screwed here. He's so screwed. Somehow alive in the smoke, but he should get sprayed down, and he will be. 4v3 for Ecstatic as they head toward B.
Max through the smoke will find another. Up towards A. Just dive through the vents. GXX. Oh, great shot. We'll find Manx, but again, the 3v2. B&E a man down. 9 seconds left. They will not be able to stop the bomb from going down.
If B&E win, it will be Rigon, I believe, with us. So it's up in the air. So who we get to speak to, but
when the curtains are drawn, when the spotlight's on B&E,
oh,
we need to see success. Diamonds are made under pressure. Wanflatchu will find 1, and a 2nd kill for Wanflatchu. Nearly a 3rd, and he might just be the light that shines on B&E. As a 3 versus 3, GXX will move back out as a first headshot found. Zello's trade for the AWP. A 2 versus 2.
What a wild round. It's not possible to deny this. 20 seconds to go. Zello will fake the plant, though, and that reveals Zello's position. Or the grenade. He has to leap away from that one, but it does push them into the vents. Problem is, Synopsy's in the vents with that Mag 7. 8 seconds. Bomb can be planted comfortably, and they know where Seneri was. 1v2. Again, Ecstatic working it out to perfection here.
Waiting. Zello caught out Seneri. He has a chance. Fasha holding the shift key. Seneri with no kit, so he's going to have to move fast. Fasha arriving just where Seneri came from. A tap of the bomb. He expects the vent push. He expects someone to come from single door. But now his eyes set on Fasha's position. But it's Ecstatic map and series point. Quickly change into a ramp rush. They've got 25 seconds. This has been played so slowly. B&E have no utility to hold on. That molly sets them back even further. An MP9 push from Synopsy B will only give up the game. The bomb will make its way towards A. One Flatro caught out, but Rigon, 1D finds the first, spamming away, can't find a second. Mercenary with a double, 7 seconds left. The scout will find one, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Is there enough time? It's going to be close. Oh, Zello has it, and now the 1 versus 1, the orb drawn, the curtain's drawn, and Ecstatic 16-8. They have map 3, and they will make it to top 4.
Oh my goodness, what an insane way to finish that off.